Sports time now, and we head on over to the sports studio. Say good evening to Anne-Marie Berg. Anne-Marie?
Well, good evening to you, Lisa, and I can tell you that there's a new policy being employed by Cricket West Indies for regional territories if they want to host international cricket. Cricket West Indies President Ricky Skerritt, speaking on the Good Morning Jojo Sports Show in Antigua and Barbuda, says the new focus will be on territories developing youth cricket.
We're offering them international cricket free of bidding fees and certain other costs. If they turn around and spend those savings and more in developing cricket. In the past, we said if you don't pay us some money, you're not going to get certain international cricket. That was a little bit before my time. Today, we are saying we're going to look at what you're doing in developing local cricket on your own or in partnership with the association and other bodies. And if we don't think that you're doing enough, then we might have to say, sorry, we can't give you international cricket. We haven't had a written response yet from any government other than to acknowledge receipt. I imagine it's going to take some discussion because it's quite a long list of requirements. But the verbal feedback from different ministers has been very encouraging.
As far as the Cricket West Indies finances are concerned, Skerritt says substantial monies are still owed by them, but the overall outlook is better than before.
CWI was in debt in the region of about $30 million US. Today, we're still in debt quite heavily to the region of about $25 million. And that debt includes short-term institutional debt, as well as debt to creditors, suppliers, and local associations who do activities on behalf of Cricket West Indies and expect to get reimbursed. What I can say is that we've made tremendous progress. We have shortened the payout time. When I got in, we used to owe sometimes up to a year from before. Today, we are somewhere between 3 months and 6 months. But everybody is getting paid. It's just a matter of not getting paid as quickly as they would want. What this crisis is doing is making it even more difficult for us to collect our own receivables. People who owe us at all levels are struggling because of the economic environment that has resulted from the pandemic. So it is work in progress, but it is extremely challenging.
Mrs. Skerritt says that the International Cricket Council provides a significant amount of support for its territories, and the West Indies cricket would not be able to survive without the ICC grants. Today is World Play True Day. Dr. Adrian Lord, chairman of the National Anti-Doping Committee, told CBC Sports they push for athletes to be safe during the ongoing pandemic.
It was an initiative of the anti-doping organizations of Latin America who felt that everybody had a day and we need to promote awareness of anti-doping in our region. As a result of that, it has spread worldwide, and WADA has accepted this day, April 9th every year, as World Play True Day. This year, we have looked at it as not only play true, but play safe. We have encouraged, because of COVID-19, we've encouraged all our athletes, all our stakeholders to play true and play safe. And we're playing safe against the COVID-19 virus and ask our athletes throughout the world to be conscious of the effects of the virus, which has created havoc in sports generally, locally, regionally, and internationally. And we ask you just hang in there. Don't do things you shouldn't be doing, and try to keep your head and mind together, so that when the gates are open, you will be ready to be competitive again.
Time to go back to the sports studio. Welcome back, Anne-Marie. What do you have for us in the second half?
Well, Lisa, sailors have been forced ashore under the 24-hour curfew imposed by government, which also prohibits beach and sea activities. President of the Barbados Sailing Association, Dr. Gus Reeder, tells CBC Sports there is no way that people can practice social distancing on a boat. So right now, all activities surrounding the sport have been put on pause due to COVID-19.
all beachfront activity, all water activity has been cancelled by the COVID-19. So everything is on hold. All of our major regattas are on hold, either postponed or cancelled. Our sponsors have been very understanding regarding that. And we would hope that when we are able to restart, we will get both the competitive side of racing up and running again, and our sail training, which was supposed to start over the Easter weekend, we will try to get that started as soon as it's feasible to do so. Getting access to the boats under curfew restrictions is very limited. Where possible, people are working at home, making repairs, building parts, replaceable parts for dinghies and so on. Where we needed spares that could be done at home, we've been able to do that sort of thing.
This Easter weekend was set to be a very busy time in the sailing arena, but everything is shelved now until the end of the curfew.
We had two major regattas, the Old Brigham Regatta scheduled for mid-March, and then we would have been competing overseas at the Easter Regatta this Easter weekend. We had plans to compete there. That's cancelled. The Antigua Sailing Week, the Heineken Regatta, St. Martin and Antigua, they've all been cancelled. And the J24 Open event, which is scheduled for the end of April, that has also been postponed. We had overseas competitors planning to come for that. Fortunately, this year we had minimal overseas event schedule. We didn't have any World Championship scheduled for this year. So our financial impact will be minimal. We lose out on, as an association, we lose out on entry fees and so on. But from the sports tourism impact, this was a relatively minor year for us. So not a major impact.
Quite like most of the world's athletes, our national gymnasts have also been using this time of lockdown to maintain their fitness through training at home. When CBC Sports checked in on top-ranked gymnast Erin Pinder, she was going through her daily exercise routine as she's aiming to keep on top of her game through a home-based training program. National coach Alison Jackson said she had advised all her charges to do everything in their power to keep fit during this breaking competition and training. The last time they would have been together was back on March 21st for one final training session. As like most sporting organizations, their 2020 calendar has taken a major hit.
The Barbados Amateur Gymnastics Association has had to cancel their invitational competition, which was due to take place on March the 28th. And we are now hoping to run it in November, but even that may not be possible. The team had two more competitions to attend in Trinidad as well that have been postponed with no new dates on the horizon. Flip Gym had to cancel Easter gymnastics camp, and we have no idea of when team training or recreational classes can resume. I have asked the parents to encourage their gymnasts to continue general stretching and conditioning at home with the hopes that the team won't be too out of shape when we can get back in the gym. I know that all of us coaches are looking forward to getting back to work with all of the kids, both the competitive team and the recreational gymnasts. In the meantime, I hope everyone remains safe and healthy, and that by doing our part to curb the spread of COVID-19 by staying home, we can hopefully get our daily lives back on track.